As you may know by now, Elisa and I are on a road trip across America with my mom, Betsy. We started in New Orleans and ate as much delicious food as we could possibly handle. We then drove from that world-renowned city to a place we had never heard of. Hot Springs, Arkansas, undoubtedly a hidden gem, as we were able to see their bathtub races, which only happen one day per year. With many miles to cover, we pushed through the Great Plains of America, discovering that there are interesting things everywhere, even in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. On this leg of the journey, we were also lucky enough to meet with my aunt and uncle and explore the natural beauty of Colorado. Now, we've made it to our final and most anticipated stop of the trip, Yellowstone National Park.
The Grand Tetons and Yellowstone National Park are treasures of America. We only have one day to see these places, so we're driving through the Grand Tetons, up the south entrance of Yellowstone, going through the entire park and exiting through the north.
Oh, that guy has like 1,000 mosquitoes on him.
Seeing it, not just this, but seeing all of this, you know, in its environment. Yeah, exactly. And then having like it multiple over and over and over again. It's just so pretty.
If you can look past all of the people and just put yourself in this environment and really appreciate it for what it is and for the natural phenomena that appear all over this park, it's so worth it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you gotta put up with it. And to be able to say that we've seen this with our own eyes, like who knows what's gonna happen in the future. Oh my God, the steam's really hot.
It's really hot, let's get it.
Oh, it smells like farts.
Oh my God.
It's a bear. Holy crap, it's right there.
Oh my God.
One day is not nearly enough time to fully grasp the wonders of Yellowstone. We are completely floored by the natural beauty around us. We hope that if you come here, you will be one of the many that respects the majesty of this incredible and fragile place.
It's so cool. My shirt matches.
Now we're stopped at a rest stop in Washington, like Eastern Washington. And we're almost to Portland. We're 4 hours away from Portland, so this trip is almost complete.
It's a little surreal.
Is it? Yeah.
It is a huge change. And in many ways, you know, it is somewhat bittersweet in the fact that I left a lot of people that I love. An area that I thought was, you know, fabulous. You know, one of the ladies I worked with was like, well, why are you moving to Washington State? And I said, well, my kids are both there, and my brother, and she goes, stop right there. You know, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's, you know, you gotta go. Mm-hmm. So, you know, everybody was super supportive, but you're still 3,000 miles away from people that you care about.
Yep. So you planned out this trip, Mom.
I did.
What met your expectations?
Well, I think my biggest expectation, or my biggest hope, was that we would have a great time together. You know, after living 3,000 miles away from you guys and seeing you a few times a year, if that, this was a great way to catch up. So that was first and foremost.
Yeah.
And then we kind of talked and picked out like certain places that, you know, New Orleans, Yellowstone. I chose hot springs because I saw hot springs on a map and went, I wonder if there's a real hot springs there. So, you know, and then we went from there. The places that I loved are places that I want to go back and see again. So hot springs, after the little comment about middle of nowhere, Kansas, and the small side trip into Lindsborg. It was such a cute little town. It would have been fun to have more time there.
Yeah, I agree.
And those are the kind of places that I really liked. I loved the log cabin motel. I just wanted more time in that little town, you know. And then, of course, Yellowstone. I'd been there as a child, but it's different as an adult. You don't get the enormity of it.
I think, yeah, ultimately it was really cool because you and I haven't gotten a ton of experiences together as adults because we've been like living our own lives, and which has been really great because that's, I think, right after I move out, that's kind of what I needed, you know, is to figure things out for myself. And so now that I kind of have that, my feet are under me and stuff like that, it's really cool to come back and
Right.
very different from any of the trips we took together as a family.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
I really like this because we've traveled all over Europe, right? And we traveled through Morocco, and we traveled a little bit through America, like we went to Georgia and New York. This really gave us more of a taste of America and like a lot of the really cool things that America has to offer.
Yeah.
And you know, like we're going through a lot right now as a country, and so I think it was really cool to see a different side of the country.
But you know,
see some of the really
positives.
To see the positives, to see the beauty of a lot of the people.
I was gonna say there was good and bad.
Yeah.
That we came across.
Yeah, totally.
Good and bad. But the good far weighs out the bad, I think. At least in this specific trip.
Yeah.
It's an amazing, the diversity of the landscape and the people and the food. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
So thanks for coming along on this trip with us as my kids help me move across the country. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Share it so that your friends and family can see it. And to see more of these fabulous kids, subscribe to the channel so you see their other travels.
Nice, thank you.
That was solid.
Yeah, natural.
Woohoo!